Hey everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and what you're about to watch is a show that I recorded on April 2nd, 2015. It is a live stream that I did at beam.pro. I'll have a link down in the description so that you can join in the show. On this show today we talk about what I define as success and a few tricks and tips on how to become successful at YouTube. So without further ado, let's get on with the show. So let's go ahead and get into the main subject matter for today, because I know listening to me jibber jabber and break half slabs is not going to be as interesting. So the question last week that we left off on was inspired by a viewer who had sent me a question on YouTube. They wanted to start a new channel, and they had asked me, how do you have a successful channel? How do you make a successful channel? And so I had thought a lot about that. I wanted to touch on, okay, I know sometimes I can be like so overly specific about words. It's ridiculous. I understand what they were asking. They were trying to ask me, what steps should I take to become successful? Or what steps should I take to make a YouTube channel that is going to get people's attention, get viewers, and, that kind of deal. So I understand that line of questioning, and I will answer that. I will get to that. I've thought about that all day today and tried to come up with some good answers for it. But before I go that far, I want y'all to kind of hear me out on the whole question of being successful. Some of the answers that came up in chat, they were really, really good answers, and none of them were wrong. And I'm going to tell you why I think none of them are wrong. Because I think what ends up happening when we're in school is we're taught to think a specific way. We're taught to think that words have maybe one or two definitions. We have to think within those parameters, and we get stuck in these little boxes our whole life. And one thing that I really enjoy doing in life is taking information, turning it kind of in my head, imagining, not in real life, but I like turning it upside down, shaking it around, and just, asking the basic question, why do we believe this? I'm not a huge fan of blind faith. I understand that there are certain things in life that you're going to have to go on blind faith. You can't get enough information. But a lot of the things in life that people tell you, just taking for granted that they know what they're talking about, it doesn't always work out well. It's good to stop and ask questions, as long as you're not, mistrusting. I'm not saying ask questions because you can't trust anybody. Uh-oh, I thought we blocked all that up. I'll have to fix that. Not that, you have trust issues, but that you want to train yourself to think for yourself. You want to train yourself to figure out questions to life, not just have everybody give you the answers that somebody gave them, on and on and on, Oh, Combi's going to help. Awesome, dude. Thank you so much. You can stand in for Bench. And I think he's listening in on stream. If he's listening in on... Oh, gosh. You don't get in my way. I don't want to hit you and have a murder. That'll be a murder in here. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought, so I'm going to get back on topic. So, about success and about thinking for yourself and thinking of answers for yourself. Now, like I said, all the answers that were given in chat, they are great answers. There's nothing wrong with them. But I kind of did a little bit of a trickery, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I asked a question knowing ahead of time that it was going to lead you along a path of logic that was not where I wanted to go. So I'll just cut to the chase on that. Asking yourself if what it takes to be successful. When you say it that way, it can be very narrow of a question. Now, I don't mean narrow in the negative sense. I mean asking yourself, what does it take to be successful? Oh, Combi. Wait, Combi. I have all the picks. I got them all the picks on the server. I have them with me. Where'd he go? I bet he ran off. Let's see. Oh, So let's see, I knew I should have brought a crafting bench. Pop that down here and give him some logs and some iron, and there you go, buddy. You can craft to your heart's content. That is one thing I've learned recently, is whenever you're going somewhere, if you're able, just carry some basic supplies with you, because you never know when you're going to need them. But, okay, back on topic, because we're getting distracted here. Old man Comby's helping out, but it sure is distracting. That was interesting. Popped on a yellow hat. Okay, so asking yourself, what does it take to be successful? That's what you would call singular, like a single one focus question. And what I have learned over my life is you don't want to ask yourself that question in that narrow of a sense. You want to, oh, what is this? Oh, he dropped some junk. We'll just get that. You want to kind of broaden your perspective, or not your perspective, but you want to broaden that question a bit. And here's why, okay? Well, first of all, oh gosh, I so thought I was going to hit him. You want to think narrow, and you want to think wide at the same time. Because here's what happens. If you only think wide, if you think, what does it take for me to be successful? And say your answer is, oh, there's Maru. Cool. Hey, Maru. We'll go ahead and stick with the YouTube subject because we want to tie that in. So say you decide that getting 1 million subscribers is your definition of success. Okay? That's a very wide, grandiose definition. Let's say hey to her. Hey, Miru, just in case she's not listening to stream. Then what happens is, until you reach your goal of 1 million subscribers, you're not going to feel successful. You invite the opportunity to actually start seeing yourself as a failure. That will bring on lots of stress and lots of pressure, probably unnecessary pressure. And you may actually end up giving up because you're not reaching this definition of success. Now, a narrow... Oh, you're my biggest fan. Well, I don't know. I've got some people that have stayed up to the wee hours of the morning. So there might be a little bit of an argument going on as far as who's a bigger fan. I mean, come on. That's craziness, staying up that late, which I appreciate. Once again, I appreciate. And you know what? Here you go, you guys. You're staying up late. Here. I don't have any milk with me, but here. You can have some cookies for staying up late. There we go. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, you bribe Scar. That's awesome. So yeah, a version of thinking narrow along the lines of success would be, I started a YouTube channel and I made 5 videos. That's a narrow version of success. That is a little more achievable than the 1 million subscriber mark. But here's the problem with only thinking narrow. What happens when you make those 5 videos? Well, you're a success. So by definition, you've succeeded. You can stop. You can go do something else. So I hope some of y'all are starting to figure this out. I bet you are. You guys are a smart bunch. I'm going to get me some food. I need to get over there and make some more. You know what I do need to do? I need to make some chests. No, I have chests. Okay. I need to set down some chests so that we can go ahead. And Combi, just so you know, I'm going to put some chests over here so that we can go ahead and start unloading all this junk, because I do want the half slabs. We're still going to use them somewhere eventually, someday. So we'll just dump all this junk in there. I'll make me some picks. And as soon as I get these picks done, I'm going to look over at chat, see what's going on, then we'll go back to the topic at hand. Yeah, what I have learned over the years is that you actually want to have multiple definitions of success. You want to have small goals and you want to have big goals. Because if you have big goals and no small goals, chances are you may never reach them. And if you do, by the time you get there, you'll be so worn out you won't want to go on any further. And you invite opportunity to get discouraged very quickly. You want to have small goals Because as you reach those goals, they're going to encourage you. You're succeeding in life. And so you're going to be excited about moving forward towards your bigger goals. Now, some of y'all that have watched a bunch of videos on my channel, you probably are recognizing that I'm kind of tapping into one of the epiphanies I put out about how to achieve goals. This very much touches on that subject. Being successful is definitely a personal definition. What one person is going to call success, another person won't. There are a few different ways to be successful in life that you would... Wait, Piggles makes videos. Well, that's the rumor anyway. But there are a few things in life that generally most people will accept as a definition of successful. So like, you know, growing up, getting married, getting a decent job, having a house, maybe having children, getting a job that you love to do. Those are generally definitions of successful that a large majority of the populace would say, yeah, I agree with that. So you got to stick with the Piggle script. Oh, these guys, they love messing with me about the script. One of these days, I'll let y'all in on that joke. But to bring some focus to the conversation, because the question that started all of this was, how do I become successful at YouTube? What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a few insights as to what I'm defining as success on YouTube, what some of my long-term goals are, and if you find that your definitions are lining up with mine, then more than likely the strategies and stuff that I'm going to explain here will be something that you can at least try out, see if they'll work for you. If what I end up talking about does not really fit your definition, go ahead and listen anyway. Just don't paint the picture in your mind of I'm talking about YouTube. Kind of let your mind wander a little bit. Maybe give your mind a subject of what you would call success, and then see if you can come up with a game plan that will help you reach that success, okay? What I have decided to do to define success on YouTube for me, for my channel, is several different things. And it has kind of changed over time as well. And as I explain it, you'll probably be able to understand fully and agree fully with what I'm going to say. When I first started, success for me was figuring out how in the world do you use all this software, how in the world do you capture, and how do you make a video. I mean, the fact that I got one video out, the first video we ever did was A Tale of Two Piggies, the first episode with me and Miss Piggy, just in our own 1.7 world. That took about a month to make that video because of all of the things that I had to learn how to do and figure out. Now, the video itself had been recorded in an afternoon, I think it was. It wasn't that long to record. But all the rendering and figuring out all the settings and setting up stuff on YouTube and how to do the artwork, just all that stuff added together starting from scratch. That took about a month to do. It was crazy. So being able to do that, I consider that success. But to be honest with you, you get out of here, you're my way. My whole long-term plan and focus for starting a YouTube channel was I wanted to see if I could become a big YouTuber. Now, I watched quite a few videos of people talking about how to start channels and stuff, and every single one of them said the same thing over and over again. Whatever you do, do not start your channel with hopes of becoming successful. It's like this ominous statement that they all cling to. And I very quickly decided I was going to reject that advice. Now, not because I was being stubborn or rebellious or anything like that. I decided that I wanted to honestly give it a shot. And if I accepted what they were telling me as like Bible truth, then I'm going to give up before I begin. Now, I'm not completely throwing their advice out the window, because what I decided to do was to take their advice to heart. I mean, they mean well. Trust me, I know how long it takes to make a video. They didn't all spend all that time making a video to say that just, to blow hot air. They actually meant it. So what I decided to do was to take their advice and kind of tuck it away in the back of my head as a reality check. Whoop, there's a little bit of lag. And that reality check is, hey buddy, you better pay attention to what's going on. If you notice that this thing is not working for you, then you need to stop what you're doing and you need to shift gears and pick something else to do in life. Because this takes an insane amount of time to do. So what I decided was I was going to figure out how to look at analytics on YouTube. It tells you like when you're getting subscribers and viewers and all that kind of stuff. And I had to come up with a game plan. I had to come up with a way to read the statistics that told me what you're doing is being successful, keep doing it, or what you're doing is not working, you need to go ahead and quit. So what I figured out was, as long as I'm seeing steady growth, even if it's slow, even if I'm picking up a subscriber here and there, I'm going to call that success and I'm going to keep going. Yes, so many pigmen. Wait till we get all 3 levels open. And Scar joined. Cool. Hey, Scar. Now, once I noticed that I had kind of become successful at slowly adding subscribers, I was like, okay, I want to see if I can be successful at sticking to 1 or 2 different series and putting them out every week. Can I do that? So I started my Let's Play. And I can't remember if I started another mini-series or not. I think I just put my focus on the Let's Play. I was able to do that for 2 or 3 weeks straight and stick to a schedule. So boom, success. I found success in that. So that's what I did. I kept picking very small goals. I would watch my videos and decide, you know what, I could do something that I did on this video better next time. Maybe it was production value, or maybe fixing audio, or something I was doing with the editing was taking so long that I would decide, you know what, I need to switch over and get more productive with my time. So every time that I would see something like that, I would set myself a goal, I would achieve it, and I would call that success. And all at the same time, keeping in the back of my mind that my big goal was to get a successful YouTube channel. Now, what I define as successful YouTube channel is very similar. Oh no! No. How did that happen? That was like a crazy little lag thingy. Oh gosh. No. Oh, we got like crazy lag stuff going on. Oh my gosh. I don't know, Scar. I'm being attacked. Oh, and I know if I kill one of those, they're going to go ape on me. So, let's see. We're gonna go for broke here. Oh no, that's outside. That'll kill me. I think I lagged and hit one. No, Maru, me and Bench actually proved that they only attack the people that hit them. You just got attacked. Well, they're not hurting me now. That's odd. We'll go with that. So anyway, my level of success, what I defined as success, and killed. Oh man, that stinks. That's why they calmed down, because Maru died and they were after her. Okay. Where in the nether were you guys? Zombie pig farm. There we go. So, what I have set for my long-term goal is I would love to be able to do this full-time as my job. Because right now I work a normal job, 8 to 12 hours a day, depending on what the shift is. Then I come home and I have videos to make. Videos, I absolutely love doing this. I love entertaining people and being able to interact with them. And it would be really cool if I could do this for a living. But who knows if I'll reach that. Now, tying in to the whole mumbo jumbo thing. The advice that I can give you for that, because this kind of also falls into the category of what you would call collaborations with people, trying to get your name out there, get advertising, to get on bigger channels, to get people to notice you so that you can get famous. I'm going to be honest with you. As long as I've been doing this, which is about 7 or 8 months now, I'm involved with 2 different servers where the majority of the people on those servers are doing YouTube or something of that nature. And those people are doing it on different levels, from the hobby level all the way to there are a few people I know that are like me. They would love to do this for a living, and that's what they're pushing themselves to do. All of those people have a channel that they put effort into. They work very hard to do what they do. And what ends up happening is they're kind of, keeping their head down. That's a metaphorical picture of like you're not looking around to see what everybody else is doing. You're keeping your face focused on what you're doing. And you're doing your best to do it the best you can. Now, what ends up happening is when you put that focus like that, other people will notice. I promise you they will. What I did was just that. I made videos. I had fun doing it. I had fun with the people I was making videos with. And all of a sudden, one day, Mumbo's giving me a shout out. To this day, I still have no idea how he found out who I was. I never sent him any requests or messages. I've commented and liked his videos for the past year or so. But I've never made a request. Oh gosh, this is where Miru exploded, I think. Either that or Combi. Oh gosh. Oh, he's coming. Okay. All your stuff's over here, Combi, I think. Or is this Maru's? I'm out of picks and I need to make some, but I don't want to fill up my inventory with this because I'm almost full. Is it Maru's stuff? Oh, look at him, he's lost. He's like walking in circles. Oh well. Well, I'm going to pick up her stuff. So, oh yeah, that's right. There's a little, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff over here. Goodness. And he's wearing diamond boots and diamond armor. That stinks. That means she lost her stuff. Oh man, that is frustrating. So the best that I can come up with that happened is that somebody somewhere noticed what I was doing and passed my name along. And what I was doing was I was keeping my head down. I was doing the work. And people noticed that. And so that's probably the best advice that I can give you if you're trying to get a channel and make it grow and make it really big. Why is the farm slabbed? Oh, that's a secret. That's a safe secret. We'll talk about that later. But I personally feel very blessed, honored, and am very thankful that Mumbo gave me that shout out. Because, I ain't gonna lie. That pushed me from like under 200 subs to over 3,000 really quick. So, that pushed me quicker and closer to my goal. So I'm very thankful for him. But what I've noticed a lot of people do is they say, well, if Mumbo would shout me out, I could grow my channel. Otherwise, I'm just stuck here. I'll never get big or anything like that. And that is the wrong attitude to have. Because now what you're doing is you're calling yourself a failure. You're saying you're never going to be able to succeed, that the only way you're going to be successful is if somebody more important or bigger or with a louder voice than you shouts out to you. Well, that's not a very good way to look at yourself, You need to see yourself as somebody that's trying to reach their own success, their own achievements. And yes, it is. I can't I'm not going to undermine it. It is totally awesome. Totally helpful to get that boost. But I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret, okay? Mumbo gave me a shout out. I had under 200 subs. I got bumped to 3K, right? Well, guess what? I have lost 600 subs. That's right. There are 600 people that subbed to me and then decided, you know what? This channel's not for me. So I have lost 3 times the amount of people that I started with. Now, if I was focused on sub numbers as my level of success, I would look at that and go, oh my gosh, 600 people don't love me. They just left. I'm a total failure. And I give up. And that's a wrong way of looking at it. The way I look at it is those are 600 people that gave me a chance. I'm thankful for that. They took the time to check my channel out because somebody that they like recommended it. And at the end of the day, my channel just wasn't for them. And that's fine. I'm totally cool with that. I would rather have an audience that loves what I'm doing so I can stay me, and I can keep doing that, and they will have fun watching me. There's nothing more miserable than somebody watching your channel. They don't like what you do. They wish you would do something different. You can't. I mean, that would be you being somebody else, and it's like, I'm sorry, buddy, but I can't do that for you. So, at the end of the day, I had to decide, I had to make that decision. I'm not going to let that discourage me that people unsubscribe from me. I'm going to, focus on the people that are still watching me. Now, whether it's only 200 people watching me, 5 people watching me. I mean, look, right now there's only 9 people in this stream. So if I wanted to get all wrapped up in numbers, I'd be like, well, Mumbo, you need to get off your duff, buddy. You need to shout me out. I need more people in my stream. But I'm not going to have that kind of attitude. That would be silly. So my best advice to you would be, do not get wrapped up in all the numbers game. Don't look at the sub numbers and be like, oh man, I'm failing, or I'm not successful until I reach a certain number. That's a bad way to go. That's all you're doing is setting yourself up for failure. Because, if you do reach that number, it'll be great, but it'll be fleeting, which means it'll go away about as quickly as it happens. Because as soon as let's say 3,000 was your number and you hit 3,000, okay? Well, now what? Now what do you do? Where do you go from there? Now, of course, you can pick a bigger number, but that's kind of missing the point. The point is, let's say right now I only still had 200 subscribers, right? Well, guess what? That is 200 people, important people, because every person's important. That is 200 people in this world that found my channel, like to watch it, they come back and watch more. They are spending their time watching me do something. That means a lot, whether it's 200 or 3,000. So you can't get bent out of shape about that. However, let me balance that out, because I know some of y'all are probably thinking this. Yes, Piggy, for you to reach your goal of being able to do this for a living, you're going to have to push way past 3,000, and you're right. So, in that sense, I do have to keep my head focused on how do I keep getting not just more subscribers, but how do I get people to keep watching my videos, to keep enjoying them, so that maybe I can reach that level of success. So, that's kind of a long way of describing what I would call success. That's a long way of giving some advice on how to make a quote-unquote successful channel. Because what I would say to you if you're trying to make a quote-unquote successful channel is to pick some short and long-term goals that you want to call success. Focus on those. See if you can get those to happen. And if those do, awesome. And if you feel like you want to keep pushing further than your boundaries that you've set, keep doing that. That's great. So, wow, I think I've rambled on for 30, 40 minutes again. You get Piggy talking and he won't shut up. So, we're going to go ahead and do a format for the show that I've been testing out a few times. I'm liking it. It seems like you guys in the audience are liking it, which is I talk for a little bit, and then near the end of the stream, I go ahead and I stop playing the game. I'm going to go ahead and go over here and just kind of box myself in. Actually, we need to get a screenshot. Or not a screenshot, but what I call an outro. It's the end of the video. So y'all are going to get to see the end of the video. So, thank you all for watching the live stream. For those who are watching on YouTube, appreciate you spending the time watching it. I hope you're able to learn something. I hope I was able to share a little bit of wisdom with you. A little piggy wisdom there. And I hope that each of you get a chance to enjoy me in the next live stream. So, I'll see you next time.